Women were being accused of being witches because they were inherently sinful and more suspicious of witchcraft and wrongdoing than men, also being accused if they didn't show up to church or get their children baptized. They also were accused if they didn't and couldn't name all 10 commandments. People were accused and other people found out. The girls or men that were blamed for witchcraft, getting them in trouble, have to go to court, and most of the time they act as if they were possessed by demons or fully went against what they did. Women that did this, like Bridget Bishop, the first known girl of the Salem witch trials, Sarah Good, Rebecca Nurse, Elizabeth Howe, Susanna Martin, and many more women were being accused of witchcraft after being prosecuted and executed for the Salem witch trials were a series of hearings and prosecutions of people accused of witchcraft. In Carlisle, Massachusetts, during the early 1690s, upwards of 200 people were accused. Salem witch trials took place in the 1690s when women and men were prosecuted and investigated as witches in Salem Village in the Massachusetts. People were accused by everyday people if they did anything odd. People were accused if they hadn't been going to church on multiple occasions, not doing their prayers, not being able to list the 10 commandments, and also not getting their children baptized. They were also a witch if they were accused of doing devil's magic and practicing witchcraft. The victim or afflicted person makes a complaint or warning about a person to the magistrate, suspecting them of being a witch. If after listening to the testimony of the victim, if the magistrate believes that the accused person of being a witch is guilty of this, the witch is sent to jail for re-examination and await a trial. Another route is testimonies of the eyewitnesses to act of witchcraft, then showing the evidence of the acts, and if the magistrate makes a verdict at the end of the day. I do not agree that there were really witches because there was no real hard evidence of people doing magic, only accusations of people doing odd things and just acting out of order. Most of the time when people overreacted on what everyone was doing and automatically coming to the thesis that people were witches because they did something differently than the normal. I also believe that they shouldn't have been prosecuted, nor should they have been executed if not just taking the charge and fighting against it. I agree that evidence was fabricated with people acting out in court so that it makes the person being accused getting in trouble. Also, I feel the Salem witch trials were fabricated and the stories could have been very much more outgoing than what actually happened. People could have just accused a person that they didn't like of witchcraft and fully lie about a witchcraft story.